make this quick.
What up, y'all? This is Ladies with KeKe. My name is Dana B.
And this is Cassie J. This is the car edition of Ladies with KeKe.
So yeah, this is our Tacky Tuesdays.
Woo! They back, y'all. It's hot out here.
We in our car because we was at work. And we're doing our review for Married to Medicine Season 7, Episode 1.
This is the Atlanta.
Right.
And then we told y'all we couldn't do LA.
Right. So yeah, Married to Medicine came back. And
oh yeah, this is called Open and Honest. That was the name of the episode.
Yes.
It really should be called Open and Petty because that's what they was doing.
They were petty as hell. And honestly, at first we were going to maybe do like every other week with this. But honestly, this episode was good for me, honey.
Dana wanted to do it for
I'm
you guys.
like, because I got some things to talk about with this episode.
I was very surprised because she don't know me like reality TV.
I know, but this one, truthfully, I stopped watching last season of Married to Medicine. So I never even like...
What, the Atlanta one?
Yeah. I stopped watching that too because they were getting on my nerves.
I watched it.
But now that... I know you watched it. But this was a good episode and...
So I'm going to kick it off as usual, because I take the notes.
She took notes. I ain't taking notes. I just watched
I always
it.
take the notes. Because, I got to keep it. Anyway.
That
So,
it
good. Started...
Because it's a hot day in Charlotte today. It's very humid. And it's like, I don't know, I'm going to do this in the car.
We going to be hot for like the next few days. This is how it's going to be.
But it's like the air just...
We had a little breeze from the Lord.
I was like, ooh, thank you, Lord.
So, it opened up with your favorite girl, Heavenly,
doing her podcast. And Jackie is Jackie a part of the podcast or she was just a guest?
I think she was the guest.
Oh, well, the podcast was called Open and Honest, and they were talking about the girl code or friend code or whatever.
It was girlfriend code violations, and it was 3 of them. It was don't ghost your girlfriend.
Talking about Quad,
and it says take secrets to the grave.
Talking about Quad. Talking about Mariah as a cokehead. And
it says
allegedly
belittling your friend's husbands, and that was talking about Simone's husband.
And
no, it was just that one. That's what that one was. Belittling your friend's husband.
That's dealing with Heavenly talking about Simone's husband. Yeah.
So as they was going through each code, it was showing the clips of the people that they were talking about. So the first one, don't ghost your girlfriend. That goes back to last season. Them talking about how Quad was going through all her issues.
She was being distant with her friends.
And they just wanted her to be like how Jackie was when she was going through her issues with her husband. And Quad was just like, I don't want to talk to y'all.
At the end of the day, you're not... That part thing, like, don't ghost your friend. If I'm going through something, I handle things differently than one person.
I do.
When I go through things, like, my misery don't like company. If I'm going through something, trust and believe. I'm by myself in my own little corner. So, but some people like to vent out and reach out to their friends.
And
if I don't reach out to you,
don't say personal.
You know what I mean? If you're really my friend, you should be like, well,
girl,
I'm here if you need me.
Boom.
It's not, oh, you ain't called me, you didn't need me, you're not my friend, bitch. Don't you know I'm going through something?
Right.
This shit that you're complaining about is petty as hell. She's going through a divorce. She's not obligated to reach out to you if she don't want to. Maybe she wanted her me time. Or maybe she wanted to be around people that actually make her feel good.
Right. And that's what it was. It was just that she felt like you guys are trying to force me into a conversation that I'm not either ready. She might not have been ready to have that conversation yet.
Or she felt like she didn't trust you enough.
She didn't trust you, or she just knows this group of women is like, okay, if she sat down and had that conversation, she knew they was going to start asking questions that she might not have just wanted to divulge. A, on TV.
Hello, somebody.
Or B, just not with you guys. It goes back, like you said, I don't trust you guys. I don't trust you with that part of my life.
Right.
You're going to ask me some stuff. Okay, I'm coming to you to talk to you. So this is what I'm prepared to talk to y'all about.
Mm-hmm.
You going to start asking me other questions. Girl, I told you this is what I'm prepared to talk to y'all about. I'm not talking to you about all this other stuff now. Don't ask me no more questions. So,
and honestly, I don't blame Quad for that because there's a lot of things that she kept away from the public, a lot of abuse in the relationship that she did not make public. Exactly, she did not make public. So she was also protecting her ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband as well. And it's like some things ain't none of your business.
So that is like at the end of the reunion when it had just Quad and her husband sitting down, and it showed the rest of the cast when they was having the conversation, and she's like, you did this to me and you did this to me. They were like, oh my God, did you know that? Oh my God, they was over there fighting and stuff. And it's like, yeah, so had she said that to y'all, then y'all know how y'all would have been. Oh girl, you need to leave him. Oh girl, you definitely, it would have been a whole other conversation.
This is also a really good, a valid message in this, is that you never know what people are really going through. So like, even though like we're friends, one day you might be real quiet. I can't take it personal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know exactly what's going on in her household.
Right. And I might not want to talk about it.
Exactly. So it's like, she didn't share a lot with you, so you should just be more understanding. And
just accept it. Don't just be like, oh, okay, you're not a good friend to me because you didn't come and tell me what was going on. Jackie, personally, she said, I would not have wanted to share all this with you guys if it hadn't came out the way it did.
It came out on the tabloids.
Jackie wouldn't have told none of us, nobody that stuff. She would have.
Plus, it's embarrassing.
It is. Your husband was cheating.
I will say, well, here, I know I just said, I'm about to renege on what I just said.
How are you going to renege?
Well, because I do see both points about it, because
I understand you wanting your friend to be open with you.
Well, it's just that Quad can't be upset that they feel that way, because this is what she brings to them. If she would have said, I'm going through something, I don't want to talk about it, I feel like they would have respected that. But you can't like act like everything's hunky-dory and be mad that I don't know what's really going on either. No. So it is a double standard.
I feel like the problem would have still been an issue, because I feel like she could have said that and they still would have been like, we're your friends, you need to trust us. That was the problem. I think it was what you said. I think it was, they felt like you didn't trust us enough to tell us. And that was, I think they was just hurt.
Yeah, but I feel just hurt. Well, if she would have said, I am going through something right now, I'm not really comfortable expressing it, I just want my space right now, I feel like if she would have said that and then they kept probing, then they would definitely been in the wrong. This one, it does take two to tango. She should have been boisterous, saying, I'm going through something. But she kind of didn't. She made it seem like, hey girl, what's up? You know,
well,
hey. Her little thing.
But see, last season, she also made a comment of, I'm gonna be with my real friends, and she was talking about the girls from Sister Circle, and so she was spending a lot of time with them. That's where I say, that's why I said they were hurt.
Oh yeah,
because she was saying stuff like that, and she was spending time with them, and she was doing stuff with them. So they're like, oh, so we're not your real friends now. So that's why Simone is like, when she's catching, she had attitude like, oh, catch us up, Quad. What's going on, Quad? That's where that came from. So that's where it was kind of like, that whole accountability stuff. It was like, okay, Quad, you can't act like you never said nothing. You can't act like you have no idea at all why you have attitude. Quad, you did say some stuff. You did make comments like they wasn't your friends. Like, if you had an issue with them, you should have said, I had an issue with you. Quad does have a habit of, she'll throw some stuff out there, then when she come back around them, she act like, I don't know what your problem is with me.
Right.
Quad, you kind of indirectly said that they wasn't your friends. Well, I didn't say you weren't my friends. But when you say to somebody, I'm going to hang out with my real friends, and you talking to somebody else, or you referencing somebody else other than that person, I'm going to feel like you're not talking about me because you didn't say me.
True. That's very true.
So
sometimes, though, his dog going to holler. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Yeah, but if you're not saying me, I'm going to get in my feelings about it. If me and you was sitting here and you was like, I'm going to go hang out with my real friends, and you name everybody but me, I'm gonna be like, yes, we're not on the level I thought we were trying to get on here. You know, I might not come out and say something to you, but I'm gonna keep that in the back of my head. Right. So if something do come up, I'm gonna be like, well, Dana, I don't know what you're talking to me for, cause I mean, I'm not clearly your real friend, cause you know that day when you was hollering out your real friends, I wasn't on the list. And that's a lot of what comes up with them. It's like, they don't say something right in that moment, they'll wait and let it build and build, and then
another thing, a problem that I've been noticing, they're one group of women, but they're very cliquey.
They are.
And it's like they'll address it with their cliques instead of the person that's actually have the problem with. And
that's what we're gonna say that when they finish talking about this. So the other thing was, take secrets to the grave. So Dr. Jackie said to Heavenly, do you think that it was okay for Quad to bring up that Mariah was doing coke? And she was like,
Heavenly said no.
No, I don't think that was.
Mariah had a problem with this.
So Mariah took that as Jackie was being messy.
Jackie is spreading what Quad already said.
Mariah just reaching.
Mariah just want to have an issue with Jackie because she knows that Jackie don't really care for her.
Jackie, so you don't want no smoke from Jackie. Go on now.
Any excuse
to have a problem.
Because Jackie don't fuck with Mariah.
And I was just like, that was. She asked a question that if you watch the reunion, you heard it.
Yeah.
So it's not like
she started the rumor.
I heard. Yeah. I heard in the blog on the street. In the T and the A is.
Yeah.
We know about what you did. So it was like, girl, stop. You're making more of this than it really needs to be. It's not that serious. And then the belittling your friend's husband. This is going to come up at the very end again.
For real.
And we're going to talk about that. So it was really a little unclear on this whole belittling your husband.
It was all about, there's a little Twitter.
Tweet. Yeah, a Twitter war.
Shit. Where Cecil said something about Heavenly being Heavenly responded saying, I bet
something about her house because they made a comment about her power washing her house.
Basically, she making fun of the fact that Cecil ain't got no damn job.
And she said, "Why don't you come do it then, since you ain't doing shit else?" Okay.
Simone apparently vented how she's also upset that he ain't got no job.
Okay, but you know what? She was right. Everybody knew that he didn't have a job. You talked about it on the show. It was on the show when he got fired or when he lost his job, when he had to leave, or what had happened at his job. It wasn't a secret that he wasn't working.
True, but just like don't rub it in their face.
That's the problem. And that was with the angle. The problem I be having sometimes with them is the angles that they be taking with this stuff. Yeah. Don't take the obvious angle of it. Oh, I told you this in confidence. No, you didn't. You talked about it on the show, so it's not confident anymore.
Hello.
Everybody knew he was talking to you about it on the show. What you should have said is that, yes, we discussed this. Yes, other people knew, but you were making a joke of it, of the fact that he did not have a job. What you could have also said was, I told you some other things about the situation in confidence, which might have been true that we did not know about. Mm-hmm. You could have said that. But don't say, I told you this in confidence. You did not tell that. We seen you was frustrated on the show.
Right.
We knew you was upset that he didn't have a job. Because you kept saying to him, okay, what you about to do? Because this time is running out. Like, I'm tired of holding up 2 households.
Right.
So, come on.
Why don't he have a job?
His job, I think, like, it was, I want to say it's like kind of like a contract type thing, and it ran out or something. 'Cause
he's like a successful guy, though.
Yeah, he does like programming and stuff. Yeah, IT management, and so the contract ran out, and then he had tried to do like his own like app development.
I remember that.
And it didn't launch right, or he couldn't get the buyers or something like that. So that was like the problem. So she was like, okay, so what are you gonna do next? Because like, okay, that didn't work out. You get a job.
Hello.
Somewhere. So so then that's when you was talking about the whole clicking thing. So then you see Toya, Simone,
and Mariah
they go have dinner talking about the podcast and how they felt about it and what do you think and all this stuff.
I just find it funny.
These 3 together, period.
You know what I mean? These 3, all of them had issues with each other
at some point.
And honestly, I don't like Simone no more. She used to be
one of my favorites. She used
to be one of my favorites. Now she real fake to me.
Oh God.
She real funny too. Like my favorite is Heavenly. I love Heavenly.
I don't even have a favorite no more.
Even when she's wrong, she can still do no wrong. I love her. She's hilarious. She gives me. This is why I watch the show. Yes,
you want. She's so fucking petty. That's
I love it though.
You love the pettiness.
She apologizes.
She is petty LaBelle.
She apologizes.
She gives you a backhand apology though. Well, I'm sorry that you're ugly. That's a backhand apology.
Hey, get in where you fit in.
No.
Nevertheless, it's just like Simone has an issue with Quad. She don't know why
she
her
still
Quad
has that same issue with Quad from last season.
At odds. You know why. You know why.
She don't.
Bless her heart. Of course Mariah ain't cool with Quad.
And she has an issue with Dr. Jackie now.
Yeah.
Because she brought up the issue. Or brought up the comments.
Mariah?
Mariah.
Yeah, Mariah got an issue with
And she still don't really like Heavenly.
Of course. And Toya has a problem with Contessa.
She has an issue with Contessa, yes.
So it's like those three are now linked up.
Even though, I mean, even at the reunion, she said, we're not friends. Like, she made it very clear, like, we're not friends, Contessa. We're not friends.
They were friends. Didn't Toya bring Contessa to the circle? Or the group?
I don't think so.
She was close with her. And
She
then
the one that brought her?
I think so. She's the one that knew her.
Who brought these hoes in no more. But I
just find it really funny that dynamic, because honestly, even Simone was so team Quad and against Mariah, and now that she's no longer friends with Quad, now she's for Mariah.
Now she's
convenient.
hanging out with
They're
her.
friends for convenience.
Because you know what? Because a friend, like we say, a friend,
enemy of my enemy is my friend,
and that's all that is. Because we already said, when we said that Mariah was coming back, we said, who's gonna be filming with her?
And truthfully, I mean, I get if we
got a common enemy.
I get it if they really made up and now they're cool. It's growth, fine. But why is it that now that you're friends with Mariah, now you're no longer friends with Quad?
I just want us to be genuine friends.
Why can't you be neutral? Yeah, just be neutral.
Once that's resolved, then what we gonna have in common?
I love somebody.
Not a damn thing. We're gonna be sitting here looking at each other like, all right, girl, so wish you well.
For real.
So Heavenly took Quad to the sweet spot to get the JJ sting. I don't know about that. I don't know about doing that. I'm just that's a bit, I don't know.
They say it detoxes your
vagina. They say it's a great thing, but
I want you to try and tell me how it is.
I'm not about to do that. Is that stuff clean? Like, I don't know about this. Okay.
Again, I want you to try it and let me know how it is.
They should have asked Dr. Jackie. Jackie, is this okay? She's the OBG. Is this okay to do? Do you approve this? If Dr. Jackie says it's approved, then I go. Until they get an approval from her, I ain't doing that stuff.
Right.
So, so then they kind of go off and they're talking about. Now, this is something that you got upset about. All the moving.
Yeah, it seemed like they always moving to a new dang house every damn season. So of course Toya and Eugene still getting their house built.
But then I think that's gonna come up later on in the season that they're not gonna get that house.
For real?
Yeah, something's gonna come up with that house, I think.
God dang! Like, can't they just settle somewhere?
I think something's gonna come up later on in the season.
Why don't they just stay in the damn house they were in?
I don't know. I think because they can't. I don't say they can't afford it, but I think it's just not financially the sound decision for them to make. Stay there. So Dr. Jackie and Cecil.
No, Curtis.
The C's. Curtis are building their house.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. So then it's like, this is a new beginning for us. We don't need to buy something. I get it. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. It's a new start. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're building their house. I think they're the only ones that's moving right now. Fantastic. Let's just keep it down to
I feel like that's the only thing that Toya can ever talk about is her moving. That's her storyline every fucking season. I'm moving.
She ain't got no job, okay?
I'm moving.
Or if she beefing with somebody. That's the other issue she has. If she's fighting with somebody.
Well, she is. She is with Contessa.
Thank you. What you talking about? You know we're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So then they was sitting down with Simone and Cecil. And they had the kids there. And, everybody's back under the same roof. So Miles did a gap year in college. So usually when you do a gap year, you do that outside of school. You take a year off and, have your fun, figure out what you want to do. Yeah, he did a gap year in college. Basically, he didn't do so good.
Well, that's what happens when you go away out of state. Oh, you want to party your first year.
But you can't flunk out.
Well, he was partying too much.
So he had to come back home.
But now he's at Georgia State and he's doing well.
And they said he's doing well. That was the good news about it. He's doing good.
He's close to home.
Because your mama's going to be checking on you.
Mm-hmm.
And your father.
Mm-hmm.
So I like her. I like their kids.
They cool.
Why every time we do every show, we always like the kids. We never like the parents.
Because the parents are petty.
We always like the kids.
Because they ain't petty.
But you know what? Except for Atlanta Housewives. Them kids get petty sometimes too. Only Kim's kids.
Child, we ain't going there. That's another video.
So I was like, only Kim's kids was the problem.
Child.
So, the last really thing that was going on was the party. So, Dr. Heavenly's husband, I'm not going to call that man daddy. Damon.
He opened up
Damon opened up his own
clinic.
urgent care ambulatory clinic.
Yeah.
And she said that she wanted to throw a party for him.
And invite
everybody to honor him and to just celebrate his success. You know, she loves her husband. She supported her husband. Now, she's a true definition of a wife.
Hello.
Submissive, supportive wife. I can't do it to the extent that she do. But, so they have the party. It was just so much shade and pettiness just thrown around.
It really is.
And it was just like,
it's like the true definition of miserable bitches.
I'm about to say, yeah, the pettiness gets to a point where it's just like, you're jealous.
So, exactly. Because, all right, so Mariah comes.
They get it, it was like,
everyone's there.
What is this party in the parking lot?
In the parking lot. I'm looking at that carpet. It's not even a red carpet. It's a maroon carpet. They got food trucks. It's at the facility. At the end of the exactly. I'm sorry.
Did you expect?
Sorry if it's not catered to her standards.
I'm sorry it's not at the Ritz.
At the end of the day, if you're not going to be there and be genuinely happy that this black man
is doing something
good for the community and for his business and leaving a legacy, leave your miserable ass home. You just come there just to be like, oh my God, this is this. Oh my God. You stayed your ass home. You should have been there like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Not,
Because at the end of the day, Damon ain't done it to none of y'all.
Not a name.
To nobody. Let's just say that. Nobody. Not to the women or the men. He ain't done to nobody.
Well, I guess because of Heavenly. Heavenly tossed.
Okay, well, that ain't got to do with Damon. Damon his own person.
True, but Heavenly be going under the jugular. Okay, well, the reason why he's fair game because of Heavenly. I was talking about someone's mama and they family.
And I feel bad for that because he's such a good guy. He don't be doing that. He be trying to be.
He's guilty by association.
He be trying to be a peacemaker and be trying to let's just come together and just let's just get along. We're too successful to be doing this. Right. He had an attitude like we're too successful and we're too blessed to be doing all this. Come on, let's just come together.
Right.
And they were looking at him like, okay, Nancy Mandela, let's not.
But like Simone, she threw her shade before she even got there. When she had that dinner, she was talking about, yeah, I like your outfit from the what?
Swap meet or flea market or something. Like, she said. I was like,
was Simone into fashions?
Never. They always clown her for her lack of.
So it's like, girl, now you acting like Mariah.
You're not fashionable, Simone.
And what did oh, never mind, I get it. Never mind. I was about to say, what did Heavenly do to Simone? But I get it, that whole Twitter thing.
Yeah, you're not. So when they get there, you know, Heavenly's trying her best to be a gracious host.
Saying hello, hugging. Hi, you look nice. You look beautiful. Hi. Thanks for coming.
Hi. Listen. Cecil wasn't here for that.
And that's another thing. Then why the fuck did you come?
He was trying to be supportive of Damon.
Child. Well, that we had to be nice to his wife, unfortunately.
Now that's like that was pushing
y'all could have kept y'all pettiness for another day, another time.
It was
that wasn't the time or the place for the pettiness.
He was just like,
if you're gonna be there for Damon, then act nice, act friendly, whatever. Be cordial, be respectful.
Like,
he was giving no energy, honey.
Nope, he was like
no energy whatsoever.
Everything was okay. Everybody came in. So until Quad
comes. She talking to Heavenly and stuff. So she passes by Simone. I think Simone, Mariah, and Toya was on their way out to patio. Yeah. So this my hand is Quad. These are the group of the ladies I just talked about, and they literally passed by. You know what I mean? Now here's my thing. Of course, they go outside. Toya's like, I know you saw a Quad. You know she didn't speak.
And she was like, no, but I appreciate that because
my bad, y'all. Apparently,
we had technical difficulties out here in the
heat.
We're phone said too hot. So they were passing each other going outside. Right.
So then Toya was like, I know you saw Quad and she didn't say nothing. My thing is this.
Quad
you didn't say
either. Thank you.
Neither one of y'all did.
It don't take nothing for you to speak either. You could have spoke too.
If you would have said something, then you have the right to say,
oh, she didn't speak
if you would
have
greeted her or said hi to her,
and she didn't say nothing,
then you would have that valid point.
You could have that same energy.
Neither one of y'all said nothing to each other, so y'all both are as guilty. Y'all both as childish and as petty. Come on now.
Y'all are both wrong.
You see that she ain't doing. I ain't seen not one of y'all say hello.
We had another issue too before they even got outside. Remember when they was like, oh, why did you invite what's her name, Blake, the girl that they accused Quad of sleeping with her husband, Lake. I was like, so y'all just here for the pettiness.
For one, Lake don't even like Heavenly. So why
like Heavenly, and then you accuse Quad of sleeping with the girl's husband? Why y'all?
So it's like y'all just being petty as hell. I feel like now those three are now the petty bitches.
Y'all are officially here to just start this. Y'all, it's official.
I can't.
So they're outside. They're sitting there, and it's like, okay. They was like, so, oh, it's official. Like, we're out here. It's a group of us out here. And then Heavenly was like, not Heavenly. Mariah was like, what kind of accommodations are these? Y'all didn't have to go outside. Y'all chose to go outside. You could have stayed inside.
At the end of the day, this ain't no damn someone's house. This is a damn clinic. You there, like everyone else, like, oh, can we get a tour? Let's look around. What are you doing here?
We're being supportive.
Not them three miserable bitches.
So they outside.
They're miserable.
That's when Heavenly was like, well, where's the rest of the group? You know, they was like, where's the rest of the group? It's like, okay, well, let's go outside. They're outside.
So everyone joins outside.
This is when the bullshit happens.
They start talking about the open and honest podcast. Of course, Mariah.
Heavenly had to throw shade about that. She was like, oh yeah, you know, the thing I've been doing for a while. Okay, you've been doing it for a while, yes, but I was told to listen this time.
Hello.
And, you know, Simone brought up her issue, you know, about, you know, you was talking about it, and I didn't appreciate that because I felt like me and you were talking about that in confidence. And you went and attacked my husband on Twitter. And she was like, I didn't attack your husband. That was just something. I was responding to a negative tweet. So I was like, okay. If that's what happened, she responded to a negative tweet. She said, so that wasn't me putting your business out there. That wasn't me attacking your husband. That was just me responding. What's the problem?
Right.
I was like, okay, we're not going to resolve anything. This is not a place neither. Let's just move on. So then that's when Toya and Contessa, because Contessa was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. Since you didn't know what was going on, you really shouldn't have said anything.
Right.
You should have just sat there and just listened. There was no need for you to say anything. But she asked, so they informed her. It's like, we're talking about the show, and we were talking about girl code. And then Mariah was like, well, I get looking at you differently, Dr. Jackie.
Jackie was
because
like,
you showed your slip. She said, I had on pants.
I know. And then she was like, yeah, I see your true color. She said, thank you.
And she did. She said, thank you. Meaning like, so you know I don't like you.
Yo, I love it. She was just like,
so we don't have to talk anymore, right? So you got it. I don't like you. Cool.
She just wants Jackie is a classy lady, for one. She don't do petty I mean, here's the thing. I can't say she don't. She probably do petty shit.
She do. I'm sure y'all do.
But
I prefer not to do this with you.
You know what I mean?
You out of all people. Like, I prefer
Mariah,
not to do this.
She's not really checking for you.
Not gonna do this with you.
You're not her cup of tea. And that's
or
the
Shy
problem.
Hennessy.
And
not doing this with you.
And that is Mariah's problem.
She wanna
fight
fight with
Jackie really said, you're not my cup of tea. I don't bother with you. And that's that. Mariah's like, you don't bother with me. Do you know who
I'm the
am?
queen.
So that's Mariah's issue, because Jackie's like, no, I'm not
giving her no energy.
Exactly. That's
and
Mariah's
she wants her
problem.
to give her some. She wants some smoke from Jackie, and Jackie's like, I'm not.
No, sorry, not sorry.
I'm glad that you understand that
it's not happening.
You're not gonna get any screen time from me.
You're not that important. Sorry.
So Contessa's like, oh well, what else? I mean, what is happening? What's going on? And so they was like, they went down a little girl code. They were trying to tell them what was going on, and then next thing you know, when they said to, belittling your friends' husbands,
child, that's when the shit went left.
For whatever reason, she felt the need to be like, well, that is true. We shouldn't do that. And it's like, well, friends, all of your husbands need to stay out of each other's business when it comes to the ladies. So she decides to be like, I mean, Eugene be in people in bitches' faces all the time.
I feel like she said that, though, because I don't know if Toya said something about Scott. They did a clip where Scott was defending Contessa to Simone.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, your husband, it was all being Simone's face for you to say that, blah, 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 blah. And that's when Contessa was like, all right, gloves are off. What's
your
up?
husband was talking to Toya. Your husband is the definition of a big-ass bitch.
I'm like, what? And it's the way that she said it with the hands.
She was like a big-ass bitch. I'm like,
damn.
Okay, so let me tell you something. If you call my man, my husband, the father of my kids, a bitch, I just don't see how we're coming back from this.
Yeah, it's just, that was crossing the line.
That was just like when we watched Atlanta Housewives and when Nene called Peter a bitch.
No, she said stop
acting like a bitch.
Same thing. I get it, same thing.
There was another word you could have said.
True.
And then it was just bitches all around.
Yeah.
Then it just turned to a bitch fest. Everybody's calling everybody's husband a bitch.
My thing is this, all the husbands do interfere except
for Damon
and
Cecil.
No, Curtis.
No, Curtis, yeah.
That was only two.
Cecil don't get into it with women too much either, though.
No, he just got into it heavily, so.
He did just get into it, and that was through Twitter.
Right. But all the other husbands get involved. Eugene gets involved.
What's
her name? Mariah's husband.
Aiden gets involved. Now Contessa's husband has gotten involved. So they get involved. They do. Damon is adamant about not getting involved.
He's the peacemaker.
Curtis has only gotten involved one time, and that was when the whole thing with Toya, him pulling Toya on his lap.
Yeah.
And that was to defend himself because he was already in hot water.
Right.
That I can understand, getting involved. Listen, I ain't trying to get no more trouble. I'm trying to get back in the house. I don't need you messing up my reputation. Right. I'm trying to rebuild.
Right.
Other than that, he don't say nothing to y'all.
But I do agree the men should not be involved.
They shouldn't be involved.
They shouldn't be involved.
If we arguing, as long as ain't nobody trying to fight, throw glasses, or none of that.
Right.
Just leave us be. Let us fight it out.
Right.
So...
But it was funny how when they came out, all the guys are now outside, whatever.
And they're like, we going, we leaving.
Eugene was like, what's let me know who was the bitch? And Toya was like, you the bitch.
I told you.
And then him, Eugene and Cecil were talking. He's like, what up, bitch?
But then Eugene was just like, just tell me what it is that I'm doing because I'm trying to be a better person. Tell me what I need to stop doing so I can be a better person.
Yeah.
He said now, then in the confessional.
I honestly feel like she said that because she was upset that they try to bring Scott in it.
But Scott
and
did.
Then the fact that her and Toya ain't friends.
But
so
then,
the husbands be, unfortunately,
you're just
collateral damage.
Yeah, it's guilty by association.
They're just collateral damage.
Cecil said, I'm not a bitch. I might be a Mitch. I'm not a bitch.
It was
He was like, let's get that straight.
It was funny.
So, it's just a mess. And it's only the first episode.
I know.
And you see how Quad tried to be the mediator? She was like, listen, this is not the time or the place. We're not going to get anywhere.
She's like, if you want to, we could all go inside, have a drink together.
We can do one-on-ones, but we can't do this group thing. Because we're not going to get anywhere as a group. So let's let the ladies have their one-on-one. Let's go inside, have a drink together.
If not, we'll just leave you alone. It's fine. Whatever.
Fine.
So that was cute.
I said, look at Quad. But she ain't gonna sit and talk to nobody. Look at Quad.
She's trying to be cool.
Quad ain't gonna sit down and have no one-on-one with nobody.
She is. What's Simone?
Yeah, later on. But I was saying, like, she's not gonna sit down right now today. No, it's over for them. They done. They're not gonna be friends, and that's fine.
Exactly.
She's accepted that, though.
Exactly.
Quad's accepted that their friendship is over. Mariah has not accepted that their friendship is over.
Right.
Because she keep trying.
She'll keep trying. She keep trying to use that as a weapon. Like, I know you. I've known you for years. I know you for years.
We've been friends forever.
Girl,
not no more.
That was back in 1902. It's a new day, new time.
It's over. It's done. It's over.
Overall, this was a really good episode. A really good first episode. So I'm definitely going to rate this a good old B+.
Yeah, me too.
It was a good episode. I was entertained.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a heads up, you guys. So this might not be an every week thing. It might be this will probably be a bi-weekly show. It's going to come to a point where it's going to be bi-weekly.
It depends on how the episodes are.
I'm going to tell you now for Dana. It's gonna come a bi-weekly show.
Again, it depends on if the episodes are good. Just like, time out. We're recording because of me, because she wanted to do it she wanted to do it next week. You was like, we could do it next week.
I said, let's watch it.
I said that.
No, I said let's watch it.
Okay.
I agreed to watch it because I hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, what she said was, let's just do it next week because it's the first episode. I was like, well, let's just watch it and see. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You said, well, we'll just do it next week or whatever. And I said, well, let's just watch it and see. Okay.
Cause she gotta finish her rant out. Go ahead.
What, as I was saying, because again, this whole car situation.
The car's hot.
Hello.
So we gotta hurry.
So,
She said
it's not important. It's
not important. The bottom line is we were gonna do it
next week, but this episode was so good that I was like, let's do it today.
I did say let's do it next week initially because I figured that this first episode was gonna be just them kind of recapping last week. It was gonna be like an introduction. So I was just like, it's probably not gonna be that interesting, but it ended up being interesting. So that's why we went ahead and did it this week.
Boom. So, don't get too used to Tacky Tuesdays, but when we do Married Medicine, it's going to be on a Tacky Tuesday, which is AKA in the car, outside, at work, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But we might have to find somewhere inside.
Because, honey, I am sweating. But until next time.
Love you.
Bye, guys.